Hey guys, how's it going? Today I want to speak about the subject of, does genetics predispose humans to certain behaviors? Well, definitely I think that as human beings, just biologically, just the fact that we are human, we have certain traits that predispose us to certain things. But it's not just due to biology, it's also due to the fact of science in some way, where we have to breathe. We are all born children. We are, if we're lucky enough, going to live a long life, and then we change through time and we become old and all that stuff. And through that development of the brain, we do have definitely some predisposed things that do happen to us, just because we are human. But does it mean that we are always going to function and act a certain way? Well, I do think that the environment that surrounds us will also determine some things. And on top of that, what is also something that's important to take into account is the fact of that very important time in the development of the baby brain, of the child's brain, that actually influences us for the rest of our life. Because at that time, there's so many little things that are getting connected in our brain, that are getting formed, and that obviously the brain, if you look at it, it actually is still in development till the age of 26, and it's only fully formed then. So basically, when you think about it this way, well, that means that as human beings, our environment, at a young age, the people that we are surrounded with will determine the way that we become, that how we developed. So are we predisposed to doing certain things? I think that the environment of the time, the politics of the time, the people surrounding us, the way that a moral is taught to us, good, bad, what we should do, how should a man act, how should a woman act, what is beauty, what is not beauty, what is success, what is non-success, really can form us in very different ways. And that's why you see the basics of what is considered really, really good in life very differently between one culture and the other. Yet, where I'll say that we are predisposed is the fact that we as humans often seek love, we often seek family, we often seek to be liked by people, we are often seeked to just simply be a good part of society. And the fact of that is that we as humans basically kind of function in a way where we want to be in harmony. Yet we obviously have a lot of things such as wars, conflicts, be it about war, be it about religion, be it about how much money you're making, be it about do we like this law, do we not like this law. So we are very predisposed as humans to liking certain things and disliking other things, and we're very argumentative in some ways. We have that animalistic instinct of wanting to want things, to own things, and those are things that are kind of predisposed in our genetics. And I do think that we have this thing also, survival, this flight or fleet thing, where basically if you are in danger, you're going to do something stupid and become kind of selfish in some way, and maybe do something that would save you, not save the other person. But also, because we are intelligent human beings, sometimes we're able to go against that grain and against that instinct of survival, and also help other people out, even if it might endanger us too. And that's where we can see the predisposition and the fact that maybe we're able to surmount some things. But I do think deep down, a lot of the environment that we grow up with as a child will determine our way of life, our beliefs, our predispositions for the rest of our life. So we're not necessarily 100% predisposed as kids because for breathing, eating, sleeping, all these things, but we are predisposed once definitely we are educated a certain way and we have such an ingrained belief system. Changing it is very difficult, but still possible. It just depends, again, I think, on the environment you grew up in. If it's an environment of flexibility and change, or is it an environment where you get stuck in a certain type of thought pattern and where it's impossible to overcome that. Well, that's it. That's all I have to say on the subject. Have a great day. I'll see you in the next video.